welcome to Diet Talk with Dietitian Michelle, your food expert. How are you doing today? Happy Tuesday to you. This is another episode on Diet Talk with Dietitian Michelle. And you know what we do here, right? Yes, we talk about food and how food affects our health, either positively or negatively. I am Michelle Umadi. You can call me Dietitian Michelle, which is how I like to be addressed. So today on Diet Talk is another interesting topic on food. Of course, if I don't talk about food, what else would I be talking about? Drugs? So I have brought another topic on food. The previous episode, I talked about 5 grains that you should add to your menu. Do you remember? Have you tried any new grain? If you have, I would really like to hear from you. And I said that you can enjoy foods like acha grains, you can enjoy rice, which is one I call tuwo shinkafa, the converted rice, which is not refined rice. I talked about millet, I talked about guinea corn, I talked about finger millet. These are healthy, nutritious grains that you should add to your menu. I am not saying that refined foods are bad. I'm not trying to say that you shouldn't eat your white bread or your noodles or your pasta or white rice. No, you can still enjoy these foods in moderation. That is the key. In moderation. But if you're eating too much of these refined foods, remember what health organizations say, not that Michelle, so that you not say that Michelle said no. Health organizations, studies, research has shown that eating too much of these refined foods can increase one's risk of developing diet-related diseases like diabetes, obesity, cancer, kidney problems, and many other diet-related conditions. So if you're trying to avoid that from happening, then you should eat refined foods in moderation, add wholesome diet to your diet. Do you understand? Add wholesome diets to your diet. Now, if you missed that episode on 5 healthy grains you should add to your menu, I advise you to go to my YouTube channel, Dietitian Michelle, so that you can listen, learn, and implement some healthy tips. Now, today, what do I have for you? Today, we are going to be talking about 5 healthy legumes you should add to your menu. I'm trying to help you have a balanced diet here, right? I'm trying to help you balance your meals. I want to teach you that you don't have to break the bank for you to eat balanced meals. It's natural. Everything I have been talking about now, you can see that when you go to the market, you identify these foods. They are not falling down from heaven. They are not some special foods made in the laboratory. No, these are things that you know about. I remember one big Yibo Ajebo man that wanted to consult a dietitian, and he wanted me to be talking about only broccoli, cauliflowers, things that are rare and scarce. I said, no, but that is not nutrition. Nutrition means what are the things that are available? What are the things around you? Those are the things that you should be eating. I'll teach you how to combine them, but he wasn't even interested. He would want to hear things about basmati rice. You're mentioning something scarce, something that will have to be imported. That is a wrong notion. If that is what you know about nutrition, then I am telling you now that it is wrong. Because you want to eat healthy does not mean that you have to break the bank, it has to be too expensive, or you have to import the food. No, look around you. Healthy foods are all around you, and that is what Dietitian Michelle wants to help you do. Balanced diet is achievable. It's something that you can do. Some people will say, I have to hold belly first. Now, anything man see, that is what I will eat before I will start talking about balanced diet. But that is wrong. That is because of the wrong way we have been perceiving eating balanced diets. At least I have not been telling you about foods that you don't know about. I have been telling you about foods that grow here in Nigeria. Have I mentioned any imported foreign foods? No. Look around, you will find it. So today we are talking about healthy legumes you should add to your menu. Are you ready? Do you have your writing materials? Good. So here is something about legumes that I would like us to talk about. A lot of times when I ask my clients, tell me, how many legumes do you eat? How many legumes do you have in your diet plan? They go, yes, Dietitian Michelle, I eat bean pottage, I eat moi moi, and I eat akara. I'm like, wow. In my mind, I'm thinking, so how do I communicate now? How do I tell this person that you're eating just one legume in different forms? How do I explain it? Yes, the bean pottage is from what? Beans. The moi moi is from what? Beans. The akara is from what? Beans. So it is one legume you're eating in 3 different forms. Now to you, my dear listener, how many legumes do you know? And how many legumes do you eat? Some people are already smiling because I know it's just bean pottage, moi moi, and akara. So how many legumes do you even know? And how many legumes do you eat? I'd like you to start thinking now and even start writing down. Just think, reflect, write if you're writing. Let's talk about it. How many legumes do you know apart from the beans that I have just mentioned? And I'm here. I will now list 5 nutritious legumes that you should add to your menu beginning from today. If you thought about your menu, your diet plan, so now what do you have there? How many legumes do you eat? Now don't start telling me bean pottage and moi moi and akara, because if that is what you have, then you are doing exactly what most of my clients are doing. They're eating one kind of legume in various forms. Now, that bean pottage that we know, the white one, is what we call cowpea or black-eyed bean, right? And in some countries, even the brown beans that some of us think is a different species is actually considered cowpea. So it's the same thing. It's good you're eating it, but let's add variety. Remember the principle of nutrition. It says eat a variety of food balanced by a moderate intake of each. So I want you to start adding varieties to your diet. It's good to eat the cowpea, it's good to eat the bean pottage, the moi moi, the akara, but we have lots more. We have many more legumes that you can add to your diet so that you can improve your protein intake and other vitamins and minerals. Now here we go. 5 legumes to add to your menu. Number 1, red beans. This is also called adzuki beans. Now, it's different from the one you know, kidney beans. Kidney beans is also good, but it's scarce. I don't know where we can get that in large quantities. So, but this red beans is readily available. It's red in color, smaller than the regular kidney beans, and is very nutritious. This is one of my favorites of all the legumes, and I'll tell you why. Number 1 is that it is rich in protein because it's a legume. Yes, it's rich in protein, it's rich in iron, it's rich in fiber, rich in vitamins and minerals like potassium. This red beans also has a low glycemic index. Now, here is the most interesting part of it all. This particular red beans, which is the adzuki beans, you can check the internet for more information. This red beans is low in a substance called purines. Now, for those people who have kidney conditions, who are suffering from rheumatoid arthritis, we try to remove foods like legumes that are high in this substance purines, and even take away red meat and all of that from their diet. But we've come to discover that they are able to tolerate this particular kind of beans. So we factor it in their diet when planning their diet. So red beans is one legume I like you to add to your diet. Very delicious, and you can enjoy these beans. There are many things you can do with it. You can make it as pottage, you can make it as sauce and eat it with rice, or even with yam, or even with your unripe plantain. You can even add these red beans to your salads. It comes out very nice. You can add it to your jollof rice or even your jollof achar. So can you see how versatile? Can you see many things you can do with these red beans? A lot. In fact, there is a particular time I tasted one recipe made by someone from Bokos in Plateau State, and I said, oh my goodness, where are my weight gain clients? I have just found a perfect solution for you. It's so high in fat when you cook it the way they cook it in Bokos. These red beans, they're going to cook with a lot of palm oil. Then they're going to add sesame seeds. You know, sesame seeds, that one is also rich in fat. So if you're looking for food that will blow you up, you're looking for something to eat and gain with, then you can cook this food and it will solve your problem. So it's another food that I like because someone who wants to gain weight, we can teach you how to cook and you will achieve the results. You want to lose weight, we will teach you, give you the recipe to cook and you will see the results. Or are you hypertensive? Is a good food for you, it's rich in potassium. Or you have a kidney condition and your body cannot tolerate some kind of legumes, this one works well. Or arthritis, this one will work for you. So I hope you have written it down. Red beans, adzuki beans, one legume to add to your diet. So what I do is that I just cook plenty and I throw into my freezer. Anytime I want to cook, I bring it out because it takes time to cook. So that is just what I do, and it makes life easy for me. Another legume to add to your menu is breadfruits. Where are my friends and listeners from Southeast? I'm sure you're happy with me now. Breadfruit is also called ukwa. And yes, it's another nutritious legume you should add to your menu, just like the red beans. I know it's expensive. It's really expensive because I just don't know why. because it's scarce, because it comes from the southeast. I don't know, I can't tell, but it's expensive. But then I consider it value for my money. So once in a while, you should also eat this breadfruit. You can enjoy this legume as snack when it's toasted. And that is one that I like very well. So instead of snacking on biscuits or things that will make you gain weight, if you like to snack a lot, then you should consider snacking on toasted breadfruit. It works very well. You can even take it with coconut if you're not overweight, or just a little amount of coconut, and it fills you up. You can enjoy this legume as pottage. I think these are the only two ways I know how to eat this legume. If you know more, kindly share with us. Then, have you heard about pigeon pea? Why is it called pigeon pea? I don't know, but there's another legume called pigeon pea, also called fio, spelled F-I-O. So this is another legume that is nutritious. And do you know something about this legume? It is filling. Oh my goodness, the fiber content is so high. If you're looking for something that you will eat that will hold you, sustain you for the whole day, then it is this legume. If you're trying to lose weight, you've just found the perfect legume, the perfect food. I remember back then in UNN, so when we were school, if you're broke and you don't have money to eat rice, and you don't have money to buy other expensive foods, just use small amount of money and go and buy this fio and eat. It will keep you for the whole day. Drink water, and that takes care of your problem. So it's another food that I consider a blessing to mankind. It's filling, is rich in fiber, has a low glycemic index. So you should consider adding fio, pigeon pea, to your menu. All right. If you don't know the recipe, don't worry, when you order, we'll send you a free recipe on how to prepare this. Or if you have friends from Enugu State, they have very nice ways of cooking this particular food called pigeon pea or fio. Now, the fourth legume I'd like you to add to your menu is bambara nuts. Bambara nut is also called opa, and a nutritious legume, very rich in potassium, just like other legumes. And the good thing about this bambara nut is that you can toast it and enjoy it as snack. It's also very filling. The fiber content, when you're even eating this bambara nut, you need to be drinking water if you don't want to be constipated. So make sure you drink lots of water when you eat bambara nut, you eat opa, so that you will not be constipated. But it's good, it's nutritious, it's filling. Now, when people are struggling with, I like food, I'm fat because I like food, I eat too much food, check what they are eating. It's shawarma and burger, noodles. These are refined foods. So when you eat them, you will eat a huge amount, a huge quantity, a very big plate, and you are still hungry. Why? Because they are refined and they don't have fiber. Come and overeat opa, let us see. Overeat bambara nuts. Come and overeat fio, make we see. You will not be able to overeat it. Do you understand? Because the fiber is natural. The fiber content is rich, it's good. You just eat one plate and you are filled up. It's difficult to overeat natural food. That's just the secret to living healthy. That is the secret. Make sure you eat more of the natural foods because it's difficult to overeat. Do you understand? It's difficult to overeat natural food. So if you're struggling with excess weight and you say, I can't help it, I just like food, come and eat legumes. Overeat legumes. Let's see how you're going to be overweight. So this bambara nut is rich in fiber, and you can enjoy it as snack. It's toasted and then you snack on it and it fills you up. You can also make it as pudding, just like our moi moi. And that is one that is called opa. But I have a little concern about this opa. It's nutritious, yes. It is rich in fiber, yes. But for those who are hypertensive or who are overweight, you may want to tread with caution. Why? Because I have witnessed the preparation of this opa, and it requires plenty oil. Plenty oil. When I say plenty oil, trust Dietitian Michelle, plenty oil. In fact, when I saw the elderly woman making it, teaching me how to cook it, oh my God, but my heart was just beating. I say, goodness gracious. So this is what we have been eating. Now, with that understanding, when I eat opa, I usually go for the small one. If I even eat 2 wraps, then that is it for that day. Do you understand? I don't combine it with pap or with anything. But if I'm going to take the small one, then I can combine it with pap. So for those of you who settle down and eat 4 wraps or 5 wraps and you want to lose weight or you're hypertensive, it might be a problem for you. But if you're not overweight and you're not hypertensive, it's a good food, a very good food to enjoy, especially for young people who need lots of energy. Natural foods, opa, it's delicious. It's a very nice meal for you to eat. But don't worry, our diet chefs who are undergoing training are actually working on that recipe, and very soon they will come up with smart ways of cooking this opa with little amount of oil, and we'll share the good news with you. And now, the fifth, and let me say my favorite or my best legume is this one, soybean. I know you know it. It's very nutritious. It's rich in protein, it's rich in potassium, has a high fiber content, low glycemic index, like all the other legumes that I have mentioned. And there are lots of things we can do with these soybeans. I know that there are 2 things most of us do with soybeans, and that is soy milk powder and soy milk drink. But there are lots. There are many things we can do with these soybeans, and I want you to try these recipes. Number 1 is what I call plant meat, which is what? Awara. Tofu, that's another name for it. We call it tofu, but when you see tofu or hear tofu, we are referring to awara. Awara made from soybean, not the awara made from cow milk. The awara that is made from soybean. This is a nutritious plant meat. So if your cholesterol is high and you're wondering how you're going to cut down on your cholesterol level, you're wondering how to tackle your blood pressure, please just transit a little bit to this plant meat. All right, let it replace lots of your meat. You can say 2 days in a week I'm going to go on plant meat, or even start by saying 1 day in a week I'll eat plant meat. On Thursdays, all the meals you're going to cook on Thursdays, the meat there should be what? Plant meat made from soybean. That is another way you can enjoy soybean. Very nutritious, and you won't worry about cholesterol. You won't worry about the fat content. Is that okay? Now, the next thing you would enjoy with this is what we call tofu egusi soup. A recipe that you can get from our recipe book. Yes, you can get that from our recipe book. And when we were sampling and calling people to try this recipe, I remember someone saying and swearing and saying, you people are lying. This thing is egusi. How can you say it is not egusi? It looks like egusi. It tastes like egusi, and you say it is not egusi. It is not egusi. It's tofu egusi. Do you understand? Dietitians, CNC dietitians, okay, let me just say dietitians, all dietitians are creative, and CNC dietitians just go outside the box to satisfy their customers. We've had clients who will say, look, dietitian, no, anything you want to plan. I enjoy egusi and I must eat egusi soup. And what do? We say, no problem. We have another recipe that you can enjoy, and it's called tofu egusi. So you can see how soybean can solve lots of our problems. I just shared 5 nutritious legumes that you should add to your menu. Remember, I talked about red beans, also called adzuki, then breadfruit called what? Ukwa. Then I talked about bambara nuts and soybean, and which one again? I've forgotten the 5th one, but yes, 5 legumes that you should add to your menu so that you can vary your diet and get more nourishment. Let me tell you how to get the best out of your legumes. Legumes are plant sources of iron, and they are not easily absorbed. It has something to do with bioavailability. I don't want to speak too much jargons, but just know that the kind of iron we find in legumes, we call them non-heme iron, not like the heme iron we find in animal products and animal foods. So for you to get the best out of the iron, out of your legumes, and obtain the iron that you're looking for, especially for those who are anemic, those who have iron deficiency, this is what I advise you to do. Just pick one tip, not all. Add animal protein to your legume when you're cooking, like crayfish, like ice fish, dry fish, any animal protein at all. Just add it to your legume, and that will help. You see why sometimes when I hear people bragging, oh, I cook my moi moi, I cook my bean pottage without crayfish because I use seasoning cubes. And in my mind, I'm wondering, so don't you know that adding that crayfish is going to make the iron in that food more bioavailable? You're going to get more nutrients by doing that. So it's not a bragging right on whether you can cook with crayfish or without crayfish, all right? So, but if you're allergic to crayfish, please use something else. I'll give you another tip to use. So to improve the iron in your legumes, number one tip is cook with animal protein. That is number one tip. Animal protein like ice fish, like crayfish, like dry fish, like catfish, like chicken, anything. Just add animal protein to your legume and you're going to be getting more iron. Number two is add green vegetables to your legumes. That is another tip that you can use. If you don't like the first one or you're not used to the first option, then this one will also work. Add green vegetables to your legumes. Vegetables like ugu, pumpkin leaves. This will help improve the iron content and you're going to be getting more from it. But not green vegetable like spinach because it's high in oxalic acid. So instead of it to improve and make the food more bioavailable, it's going to bind. It will bind to the iron that you want to get and your body will just excrete it out. So you're not getting what you're looking for. I hope you understand. So look for green vegetables like pumpkin, like water leaf, any other green vegetable that you know that you can add to your legume. That would help improve bioavailability. Now, do you agree with me that nutrition is science and dietitians are food experts? We don't just talk, we think, we proffer solutions on food. Number three is serve your legumes with anything containing vitamin C like orange or tangerine. So after eating your bean pottage or your moi moi or your red beans or your okpa, any of these legumes, just one orange will do the magic for you. Taking one orange will do the magic, or even a glass of wine. A glass of orange juice. I know that our rich friends, the big boys, are going to like this. Give me a plate of bean pottage and a chilled glass of orange juice is a nice combination. So instead of taking your food with fizzy drinks, try taking it with orange juice and you're going to be getting the most. I hope you're going to try any of these legumes that I have mentioned, red beans or breadfruits or pigeon pea, bambara nuts, soybeans. Now you can check markets, the local markets around you, buy these legumes and start eating. But if you're like Dietitian Michelle, who does not like stress, and you're willing to pay a little extra for the well-processed and packaged legumes, I invite you to visit our diet shop, CNC Diet Shop, at Citadel Nutrition Consult, located at Crispan Hotel, opposite Air Force Base off Jonathan Expressway, to order any of these legumes. You're going to get the pigeon pea that I have mentioned. You're also going to get the breadfruit. You're going to get the red beans, which is also Adzuki beans, already picked for you, cleanly picked and packaged, and all you have to do is wash and cook. No need for stress. Why are you stressing your life? Stress is not good for you. All right, so but even if you come in and we don't have any of these, trust me, you can place your order. We will source and package and deliver to you. Now, the diet shop will officially open on the 5th of July. Yes, I know I've been talking about the diet shop. We now have a date for our opening on the 5th of July. You can walk in and shop for your healthy food products. Plus, you're going to get one recipe sent to you. Depending on what you're ordering, depending on what you're buying or what you're picking up, we'll send you one recipe to help you get started. And you can also order the recipe book, healing book, at a discounted rate. That is not all that is waiting for you. You will get free assessments. You will know your BMI, body mass index. I know a lot of you walk around without knowing your body mass index. You don't even know what it means. Come, let's help you. We are happy to help. We'll also check your BP for free. Yes, we're going to do that for you. We're going to check your BP. You've come to shop, but we're also concerned about your health. Where else can you get such services if not at Dietitian Michelle's Diet Shop? So we invite you on the 5th of July. Come to the diet shop and pick healthy food products. If you're listening from outside Jos, don't worry, we deliver nationwide, any quantity. We just sent about 150 kg of different food products to someone in Enugu. We can do that for you. That is what we like to do. We want to package good foods and send to our clients so that you can eat healthy. You can order for 5 kg, 50 kg, 100 kg. All you have to do is to send your orders to these numbers. Are you taking it down right now? 0708 987 3497 or 0904 675 8079. Let me call it again: 0708 987 3497 or 0904 675 8079. You can also visit our website www.citadelnutritionconsult.com to order for your products. We'll be very happy to serve. Now, I want to encourage you to order your food products from professionals who are trained on food processing. All right, food processing. Professionals who are trained on how to retain the nutrients in these foods and reduce toxic substances. I heard somebody talk about if it's okay, he sees women frying soybeans. That is a wrong way of processing soybeans. Why do you think NAFDAC usually requests for the certificate or the license of people who are dietitians or food science technologists when you go to apply that you want to open a food manufacturing company? Because they expect an expert to be there to be sure that the method of processing is according to the recommendation, so that we would end up helping people and not harming them. So when you just toast your soybean and grind, it's a risky way of processing soybeans. The anti-nutrients are still there, and you're not going to be getting lots of nutrients from there. So it's important that soybean is well processed. There are various stages of processing soybean so that it becomes a nutritious food. Now, at CNC, no matter what you're getting, whether it's the soy milk or the soy powder, whatever you're going to get there, I want you to be rest assured that they have all followed the right method of processing before packaging. Let food be your medicine and not your poison. So be careful what you buy from people. Don't just buy because it's packaged. Ask questions. Who is the expert behind this brand? Who is in charge? What are the stages? What are you doing? Do you know how to process? So long as it's food you're going to put into your system, you have become the regulatory agency for your stomach. You have become that. Yes, so because if you eat anyhow can happen. Let food be your medicine, not your poison, okay? And if you have a diet-related condition, you need dietitians. We'll be very happy. We are food experts. We are here to be able to help you make wise food choices, to help you plan your diet, to help you balance your meals. So if you have any diet-related condition, or you know someone who has diet-related condition like diabetes, like cancer, like obesity, like anemia, arthritis, these respond to diet therapy. I encourage you to book or schedule a consultation with a dietitian. The number you can call or send a message to for consultation is 0708 987 3497 or 0904 675 8079. Thank you for joining me today on Diet Talk with Dietitian Michelle, your food expert. I hope you enjoyed today's episode on 5 healthy, nutritious legumes that you should add to your menu. Now I have another amazing news to share with you. In the previous episode, I shared news on partnership with an international brand called Ovana Health. They were looking for an African dietitian to partner with them to provide nutritional services using their online platform that is called Ovana Health. And yes, I am happy to announce that after their search, they settled with Dietitian Michelle, your favorite dietitian, to provide nutritional services using their platform. Now, here is the most interesting part of this gist. They are ready to sponsor 2 persons with heart conditions who require diet therapy, and the plan they have chosen for them is the premium plan with Dietitian Michelle. This plan covers nutritional assessment, consultation with Dietitian Michelle, 4 weeks customized diet plan, and special recipe sessions. Does this sound like what you've been looking for? A premium plan with Dietitian Michelle? If that is you, then here's your opportunity to take your opportunity to grab this offer. You can drop a message in the comment section and convince Dietitian Michelle that this Ovana Health offer should come to you. And it mustn't just be you. If it's not even you with a health condition, with a heart condition, you can also try to get it for your loved one. Anybody who you know, your relative, your parents, your siblings, anyone who has a heart condition, and you know that this person is not eating right, this person is not eating the right kind of food, you want to convince us that, please, Dietitian Michelle, we need you to work with this person or that person to get their diet right. Still drop a message under the comment section. Tell us why we should offer this service to them. Tell us the heart condition, the year of diagnosis, and why Dietitian Michelle should handle. We'll be reading the comments and afterwards we would announce the winners. Please, I'd like you to know that terms and conditions applies. So even after we have selected, we will let you know the terms and conditions before we proceed. You can follow me on my social media. For you who is listening to me now, this content that I have just mentioned will be uploaded on social media, so you can be waiting for it. Immediately it's uploaded, you can share the message, you can say something, and we will start picking. The social media handles: Dietitian Michelle on Facebook, Dietitian Michelle on Instagram, TikTok, Dietitian Michelle, Twitter, Dietitian Michi, LinkedIn, Michelle Omadi, and on YouTube, Dietitian Michelle. So follow me on any of these. Wait for this content to be uploaded, then you can comment so that we will know whether you're going to be the lucky winner or you're going to win this lot for any of your family members who has a heart condition and has been looking for a way to consult a dietitian. Get a diet plan. Do you remember? The plan is going to cover nutritional assessment, consultation with Dietitian Michelle, customized diet plan, and recipe sessions. Power packed, loaded, well loaded plan. That is what Ovana Health wants to pay. They've been invoiced and they're paying for the lucky persons that we get this plan, just to kickstart the partnership with their platform. Thank you once again for tuning in and joining me today on Diet Talk with Dietitian Michelle. I hope you're ready to try one of these legumes, and I'm going to see you on the 5th of July at CNC Diet Shop, where you can shop with ease and with peace of mind. We're going to sift, we're going to check, we're going to be sure that we have displayed healthy and nutritious foods for you to pick up. See you next week on Diet Talk with Dietitian Michelle, and until we meet again, I encourage you, make wise food choices. Bye-bye and God bless you.